finale. Netherlands for the Premier League. Final race of the season. What a season it has been. Got Jay Bradfield alongside me. You know him coughing away. He's probably drunk off that.
You haven't even put it on yet, you dickhead.
I have put it on. You've just sworn the stream. It is on, you idiot. It is on. You can see it. It's going to be posted announcements in a minute.
Alright, and you put it on announcements.
Yep. It's already up. We are live. Got people watching us, you idiot. Look. Can you not look, stream?
It's already up. We are
See? And you just made yourself look an idiot on the stream.
Oh, not at all. You're a bellend anyway, so it's alright.
What on it? Oh, you can't be saying things.
Oh,
Like
yeah, okay. Right.
We're in then. It's 7:29. We're going early. Wow. It's the first ever time we've been away early, I think. So let's see what tonight brings. Netherlands, obviously last night DJ Geordie won. That's a fantastic race. Chaz is in the comments saying evening guys. Tango saying hello, good evening. And look, there we go. We have got dry quality, which is good to see. We don't want to end on a wet race, do we? What is the weather like for the race? Are you there, Bradfield? I suppose.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh yeah, of
I'm
course.
still
We're about
waiting.
40 seconds ahead, aren't we? Always forget about that. Not sure why the video is not coming up. Starting back in. So none of them are going out yet. As we know, we've got this quality glitch about 40-45 seconds ahead of all the drivers, so they're probably only just in the session. It's asking me for the password. Have a look through the standings soon as well. See how, as we already know, Idenzo is the champion. Racing Point are the constructors champions. Sean's not here tonight. The other Racing Point driver, he is replaced by Crazy Bill. Crazy Bill, who races for Racing Point, as he's now coming out of the garage. In the championship, Dan Murphy's reserving for Liam. Liam's got to drop down to the championship next year. Cryptic's reserving at Lee McLaren team for Sully. Got Bradfield in that Mercedes. Not reserving for anyone really. Menace Max and P19 is reserving for Woods, who failed to vote, which will be a penalty next season. Anyway, then we've got the Williams as first out on track, and that is Chazalen. So there's no relegation battle today because Chazza, Jay Story and Woods are all staying up. As Liam did ask, well, he didn't ask, he spoke to me about getting back as an Alpha Tauri that's lost it already. Nightwing's crashed already on his outlap. He's lost it. I'm not sure how he's done that, but he's got to get back onto it quickly before he gets disqualified for parking in a dangerous location. But he is back on it now, so we can go on board with the Williams of Chazza. So as we were saying, Chazza, J Story, Woods all safe now because the three have already gone down and dropping out or going down to the championship, like Liam confirmed earlier, as he can only make every other week. So Chaz is going to go for his lap then, no pressure on any of the drivers today. Battle for second, I think we'll have a quick look at the standings. And that confirms, yeah, the gap between second and third is 17 points. So Cowie and Siege with a huge points overhaul tonight can overtake Cowie, but that'll take some doing. Serious Mushrooms got P4 unless Rick Dalton wins today, no matter what. Clarkie's in 5th, Crooksy and Sean, it's close for 11th for 7th. See, Sean's not racing today though. And yeah, so it is a bit of a dead rubber for a lot of the drivers really, but it's good to have one last race, isn't it? Enjoying it, hopefully. And of course we have got our 100% event that we announced today as well for Monday 28th and Tuesday 29th. We'll be doing half-hour practice as well as a full quali on the first day and then 100% race on the next day. So I'm looking forward to that. Not sure who's going to be streaming and commentating, who's going to be racing yet. We've already had a decent amount of people asking to join, so that is good. And Chazza then comes onto the straight. Oh, he started to lose it a little bit there, but he's kept it together And Chazza comes across the line. It's a 1.98, which is a very good time to be in the 1.9s already. They're not holding anything back. I think Bradfield is going to be next. Let's see what he can do. He does a 1.095, so he sneaks ahead of, well, it doesn't really sneak ahead of Chaz. He's about 3 temps clear. It's a good lap there. Cowie is next across the line. He's invalidated his time, which I think it has let Cowie down this season. I mean, he's got P2 anyway. Something for Cowie to improve next season. And now we know the grids for next year. As soon as we found out that Liam was going to be in the Championship next year, we knew the grids then for the Premier League and the Championship. So we did the grid draws earlier today, and all I can say at the moment is that they are interesting, really interesting. We've got some super teams, and they will be posted tomorrow on YouTube for all the drivers to see, and the awards will be announced over the coming days as well, as soon as the video has been made for that. Bradfield's getting out Cowie's way. Missing times. Nightwing's on P1 for 1.089. Again, we've seen Nightwing so quick in quali. He just doesn't pick up the points too often, does he? That's where he needs to pick up. J Story's P4, KD, Tango and Idenza have all set banker laps. Cowie comes onto the straight and gets a lovely exit. He keeps it together. He opens his DRS. Cowie's about to come across the line, and he does a 1.093. Takes him up to P2. Still a good 4 temps off Nightwing. That time from Nightwing was fantastic. We'll then go up. I'm not sure who it is next. I think it's J Story going for another lap. Then got the McLaren of Tango. He's setting a quick lap this time, and it's 1.091. So second for Tango. Good lap there. Chazza's next. He's going to be coming into the pit. So then got a racing point. Is that no? Idenzo's coming to the pit. So it's a racing point of Crazy Bill coming across the line to start his lap. Did ask to join the party, but I did cause a bit of lag yesterday. And Crazy Bill, his internet does not need the stress. We've got a bit of a gap on the track now. I think there's a Williams going slowly. We then got a Renault. I think that's I Am Sloth. Sloth's just behind actually his teammate, which is Crooksy. Crooksy's just on an outlap blow, so we'll stay on board with Sloth. His teammate gets out of the way in front. Sloth comes onto the main straight, and Sloth will be racing in the Championship full time next year. He's been reserving for a good couple of months now. It's just no seat has become available for him, unfortunately, but he'll have one next season, and he goes up to P7 with a 1.11.0. I'm sure he's got more time in the bag than that. As Crooksy crosses the line to start a lap. Quick look into the comments again. We've got Tango saying evening, Vintage is there saying good evening, so is Dylan, so is Serious Mushroom. Cryptic Alibi feels to do a lap with assists off. I've done before. Is that okay? No, I haven't done. Well, if he wants to, you can, but you might risk crashing. Just make sure you're in plenty of space. I think Sloth, is Sloth going straight again? I think he is. He's 2.5 temps down though, so I don't think he's going to be able to improve at all. Well, Miss KD got to P3 on his second lap. Obviously he's jointly doing comms with me in the Premier League at the moment. He'll be doing comms for League 1 next season and racing full time in this league. He did make his debut 2 weeks ago in Canada, and he had quite a few incidents. So hopefully he can stay out of trouble today. Here's another track where it's not so wide, is it? So cars do come closer together. We're going to go on board with Crooksy then. Crooksy, talking that race in Canada, he was the man that won that race, wasn't he, Crooksy? Fantastic driver it was. I'm really looking forward to what he can do next season from the start, as he only managed to start really competing towards the end of the season this season. And Crooksy crosses the line and he shows his pace again. He's ahead of Cowie. P4 for Crooksy. Next cross the line is going to be McLaren, and that is, not sure who, I think it's Cryptic Alibi. Well, he's about to cross the line anyway. Next we have a Haas, I think that's J Story, yep it is. And he's 3.5 temps up, he's gained a bit of time to 1:10.9. Serious Mushroom has retired in the pits then. And we've seen him do this before. I presume he's just wanting to start from the back. I know he's happy to do that, he'll tell us in the comments in a second. But I know Serious Mushroom likes to start from the back, and in a race where he's almost guaranteed 4th unless Rick Dalton wins it and he gets no points, I'm sure Serious Mushroom wanted to do something different. And we saw Jonesy reserve yesterday, didn't we, for the Championship? Started last and he finished 6th. So it's good strategy around here, because it is a track where you are going to see incidents and hits and wing damage just because of how small and narrow it is. So you're about to see Cowie on an outlap. He's going again. Oh. Crazy Bill went up to P9 by the way, good lap from him, so 1:10.2, 7 temps quicker than J Story. Idenzo's going again. It's 15 seconds up, and that is right because he set a really slow banker lap to begin with. What can Idenzo do? It is a 1:08.5, and that takes provisional pole, 4 tenths clear of Nightwing. Second lap on those tyres as well, I think it was. A great lap there from Idenzo. But we come to expect it of him now. Jay Story's going again. Siege is on our lap, which Haas is about to cross the line. Oh, it's Jay Story's. Oh, Jay Story comes into the pits.
Second there.
Rick Dalton, yeah, he has gone up second. We missed that. We see the Mercedes cross the line. Rick Dalton P2, so he's got his eyes on that 4th spot, which would be an amazing achievement as he only joined this league halfway through the season. He's definitely going to be a contender for next season if his brother makes mistakes, Idenzo. Cowie P7 on another lap then. We've got the Haas of Siege on his outlap. We've then got the 2 Red Bulls down the back. Menace Max is on his outlap. He's going to be racing in League 1 next year full time, which is good to see. I think we're going to go on board with Cowie then, who's about to... Well, it's a slow lap from Cowie actually, so I think he's just getting a bit more practice on those scrubbed soft tyres. They're not going to be used again. Renault's next across the line. That's Sloth, but he's coming into the pits. Then have a racing point, and that must be Idenzo who's going to be coming into the pits, I should think. Rick Dalton breezes past Crazy Bill. We've got a Williams, and that's Clarkey on his outlap. He's about to start his lap 2. Don't think we've actually got anyone on that. Oh, Siege has got it really wrong there. He's took too much of it. He's clipped into the gravel, and it's invalidated his laps. He'll be saving up to go again, I'm sure. We've got Clarkey, as we said, has just started his lap. Menace Max is going through sector 2. Crazy Bill and Cowie are on scrub tyres on a lap 2, and we've seen an Alpha Tauri, and that's Nightwing on his outlap again, I think. He might have just been getting out of the way. Let's go back on board with the Menace Max as he comes into sector 3. He impressed on his debut last week in League 1, and then offered a chance to reserve in the Premier League last week, and he's got the nod again. And soon as someone dropped out, let's see what type of time Menace Max can do. It crosses the line, it's P12. He's in the mix. Good lap there from Menace Max. Alpha Tauri's next to cross the line. That is Nightwing. He blasts it into the pits. We see cars getting out of the way. We've got a Williams going slowly next. I think that's Crazy Bill he's getting out of the way of. Crazy Bill 3,000ths down this time through sector 3. Taking it cautiously. Not sure he's going to get. He won't gain any positions, I'm sure, unless he gains loads of time down this straight if he got a bad exit on his last lap. But Crazy Bill's going to set the lap anyway, and he comes across the line, and he does improve by a 10th, and that could be important. No, I don't think that time's going to be enough anyway. We've got McLaren next. I'm not sure if that's Tango or Cryptic. It's Cryptic coming across the line to start his lap. We've then got Nolsey, who is on a lap. We missed that. He's about to finish his lap. Let's see what he can do. We know he's very quick. It's a 1:09.5 for Nolsey, who got on the podium last week for the first time in a while in Australia. Nolsey takes P8, just ahead of Bradfield. McLaren's crossed the line next. That's Tango. He's not coming across the lines. He's coming in the pits. And Siege is next on his second lap because he invalidated the first time. He's up to P8. He gets just ahead of Nolsey where he was just before. Crooksy has retired the car. That is in the pits, so he thinks he's done enough. Got Alfa Romeo next, and that's obviously KD because Serious Mushroom's retired. He's going for another lap. It's on the same scrub tyres though. Clarkey then only did a 1:33. We took our eyes off him. He is on a quicker lap now though. So we quickly look into the comments again. We've got Becca Jones saying evening. Evening everyone, how are we all? All good, thank you Theo. Always good when we're racing on Saturday night. Serious Mushroom saying, "I'll ask me practice done, good luck." Tango's retired in the pits. Let's see what Clarkey can do as he crosses the line. It's a 1:09.1 for Clarkey on his third lap on those tyres as well. So he's definitely got more pace as then we see KD's crashed. KD has crashed. He's gone out for extra practice and then he's crashed. Look, you can see where Siege lost it earlier, and KD's lost his wheel, hasn't he? He's had a huge smack.
Yeah.
He didn't need to go out again. Dan Murphy has retired in the pits as well. Again, he's someone who likes to start from the back as well.
Yeah, definitely.
So he'll do that along with Serious Mushroom. But KD, he'll get through the session because he's set a 1:09.2, but he'll be out and starting 15th. So 6 cars will be going out. Don't know why he went out again, obviously just for some practice, but that is the risk of it, isn't it? I know Siege did it in America. He went out to get practice in the wets and ended up crashing. As we see, plenty of cars are retired in the pits now, thinking that they're safely through. Rick Dalton and Nightwing are through. Clarkey's through. Cowie and Siege are both through. Bradfield, Chazza, Sloth, Crazy Bill, Menace Max. Not too sure about them, as you see Menace Max coming out the pits. There's Jay Story, Cryptic Alibi and Jake the Slayer. All can find more time, sure. Cryptic Alibi's not even set a lap, so same as Jake the Slayer. Dan wants a driver of the day again. Savage, yeah, Serious Mushroom and Dan Murphy can have a driver of the day battle, aren't they? Siva Ram saying good evening F1 pro players, legit gamers. Good evening Siva, not seen your name here before, welcome to the stream. So Jake the Slayer in the Alpha Tauri, lovely car isn't it Justin?
Yeah, it's wonderful.
He can't stand it. Jake the Slayer across the lines of 109.7, so it's Bradfield's looking alright there, he's 2 temps clear, but Chaz the Crazy Bill, Sloth moved down. Menace Max is now in a drop zone then. Jay Story and Cryptic, I'm sure they'll come out the pits soon. And there we do go. As soon as I say that, Cryptic Alibi is coming out. Don't forget me saying Cryptic. Oh, we're not forgetting him. We're watching him as he says that in the comments. Jay Story and Menace Max. I'm sure they've got more time. Menace Max on an outlap. Oh, he's backed out there. He's gonna lose a lot of time now. Don't know why he backed out just before he started the lap. He's got 6 temps to make up to I Am Sloth to stand a chance of getting through, so it's going to be a big ask for Menace Max. Cowie's retired in the pits too. I'm sure Clarky and Nightwing and Siege will follow because they're all safety through. Oh, he's lost it! And he's smacked into the wall, Menace Max. Same place where Siege lost it. He's gone flying into the other side of the wall though. He needs to be quick. If he's quick, he's getting out of the way of the car behind. If he's quick, he can get it back into the pits just in time, I think. Because it is just a short lap. Although he's going to struggle. Yeah, he's off the track again because he's got no front wing. I think that's all over for Menace Max. And I think he is throwing the towel in now. If he can get in the pits for 1 minute 55, then I think it's possible that is not going to happen now. And he's not going to improve on that time with a broken wing, that's for sure. So Menace Max, I think, when safety say is out. It's all eyes on Cryptic Alibi and Jay Story now. They're the only guys that can knock out Crazy Bill and Sloth. Possibly Jake the Slayer and Chazza. Not sure if they're going to risk going out again. I'd say Bradfield is safe for that time, yeah, I think he is. I'm not sure there's going to be any changes. We're going to go on board with Cryptic in the McLaren. It's so hard not to give anything away after the draw we did earlier, because I don't want to say anything. I want to keep it a surprise for tomorrow. I'm just looking through this grid, I can't help but think about some of it. It's going to be exciting, let's just say that, for next season. Haven't done the League One yet. We'll do that tomorrow. Cryptic Alibi then anyway, he's going to be in a championship next year, just like he has been throughout this season, apart from a couple of weeks where he had a break because his PlayStation was broken. Cryptic Alibi crosses the line and it is P17. He sneaks ahead of Jay Story. He might be going for back-to-back laps, I'm not sure. I think he is going for it again, Cryptic Alibi. He needs to, he might as well go for it. Got nothing to lose. Jay Story's just ahead of him on the track in Sector 1 as well. Let's see how much he can improve. I don't think we're going to see many changes. He's only a 10th, he's less than a 10th up, Jay Story, through Sector 1. He needs more time than that. He's looking neat and tidy though, at least. You can see Cryptic behind on track is actually gaining on Jay Story position wise, so I'm sure he'd be finding more time this lap. Cryptic Alibi, he's just running short of VRS obviously. He's 3 temps down, so ignore what I said. Jay Story then, can he find any more time? Tango's left the session for the first time, not for the last time. I'm sure we sent him about 10 invites before. Jay Story then, he comes onto the straight. DRS is open, he's out of VRS, it's going to affect me, and he's a few temps to get ahead of Menace Max. He gets it, he gets ahead of Menace Max. I mean, he's still 6 temps of Crazy Bill, but he'll be happy with that lap, I'm sure. And Cryptic Alibi didn't improve, so there we have it then, it is all over. Serious Mushroom will start in last, Dan Murphy will share the back row of the grid after they decided to start at the back of the grid themselves. Cryptic Alibi in P18, Menace Max 17th, and just 100th behind Jay Story in 16th. And then it is about 6 tenths to the next guys who crept into the 109s. Crazy Bill and Chaz are there. KD though will start in 15th as well after he did set a 109.2, which would have put him 6th, but then he crashed just where Cryptic Alibi has gone past now, so he'll start in 15th. Q1's over them. Wouldn't say apart from the two that retired. No huge surprises there. As we actually see Chaz. Chaz has just gone up to P9, so he went out anyway on the same set again. Chaz is through, Crazy Bill's through, Jake the Slayer's through. So they can get on with it now and get into Q2. Jay Stormy and Cryptic Alibi letting control of their car, I think, because they crossed the line with time remaining. So wait for them. Serious competition for Driver of the Day contest between Mushroom and Dan. Yeah, we saw that earlier. Serious Mushroom sucks here. So Serious Mushroom doesn't like this track by the looks of it. You hoping for a wet race? Cryptic saying Dylan. Jay Story, not really. Wet race a disaster here, saying Rack Next who joined our server yesterday. Menace Maxine lost it. It was his mistake, and yeah, we were on board with it at the time, weren't we? Just obviously, I think he put too much on it. Too much power down and started sliding and swung the wheel back the other way and went flying into the wall. Easy mistake round here though, so many fast corners. The day I don't error is the day the world will end, saying Tango. Well, it's not going to be today then, is it? Jake the Slayer's left the session as well, we just see pop up. Yeah, like I say, everyone's got a few invites apart from Tango. He specially requests about 10 invites because he needs them. For the moment saying yes, he made Q2, and yeah, it was a good lap. He's had a Crazy Bill there as well. Cryptic Alibi needs more than a wet race, and Chaz has left the session too, is coming up saying. It is the same people though, isn't it? I mean, Chaz, we see him lag quite a lot on the track. So we've got a few more seconds left. See Chaz a lag on the track. Tango obviously always is kicking him out of the session. It's happened a couple of times to Jake the Slayer as well. So they do all have spare invites, so they should be able to get him. If they haven't for whatever reason, I have said they need to message on the stream to let me know to send them another invite. Apparently there's not enough drivers to continue the lobby. That's rubbish. Of course there is. That's Codemasters for you. Jake the Slayer saying there's not enough people to carry on the lobby. That's why he got kicked from it. Codemasters are just ridiculous. So here we've got for the 14 cars that should be in the session are in. Of course Q2 tyres you set your quickest lap on. If you're in the top 10 are the tyres you will start the race on. So there we go, we see a lot of them are switching to the mediums, aren't they? Medium soft is possible here, we saw it last night. It is a struggle in terms of tyre wear, but Beefy, our championship champion, did medium soft. It's 36 lap race, he got to lap 20 on the mediums and thought he had to stop because he had nothing left, which left him he had to do 16 laps on the softs, and they really went off towards the end. So if you're doing medium softs, I'd aim for lap 20 to 21 to pit for the softs. You can do 15 on the softs here. If you can get to lap 22 on the mediums, then brilliant. And Jake the Slayer, he's not said anything about needing another invite, so he might be back in. Who's the first out on the track? I think it's Nightwing. Must be Nightwing because Jake the Slayer's in the pits. He is on the mediums as well. It's two cars going out on the softs, and it's Cowie and Crazy Bill. He's now joining back, says Forming Moments. Let's go on board with Nightwing then. Nightwing's had a spin on his outlap in Q1, isn't he? So he's definitely one to watch out for. We were saying earlier when we were doing the grid draw, Nightwing, he's only got 33 points this season, which is still a decent haul of points, but he's such a quick racer. You see his quali laps are incredible. It's just a shame he can't put it together in the race, and as we saw, he's spoiling his outlap. It's mistakes like that as to why he's not got so many points on the board. Obviously hoping for better things for him next year, but he does push himself a lot, Nightwing, and when it comes together we know he's got the pace to make it work. Good sector 2 there from Nightwing. It's looking nice and tidy as well. Bit wobbly there, but it's coming onto the straight, so I was looking at my phone. Shouldn't really be doing that whilst I'm commentating. Nightwing does a 109.2 on mediums. That's an incredible lap time there. Idenzo's next up. It's a 109.4 on the medium, so he's 2.5 tenths off Nightwing. Crazy Bill 198 on the softs. Tango's invalidated his time. The Ferrari Cowie's next. He's on the softs. He comes in the pits. He's going to change his mind and go to the mediums. We saw Beefy do the same thing last night. Next thing. Sorry, Clarky. Next driver across the lines, Clarky. He's invalidated lap anyway, but he's saved up and he's going to be going again. We've then got a Renault. Oh, what is going on there between Chazza and Rick Dalton? They're having a bit of a battle on the track. What is going on? Chazza's just hitting Rick Dalton off the track there by the looks of things.
Oh, not good.
And that has ruined Rick's lap. That was... I'm not sure what happened there. Oh, is Chazza in the session? I presume Chazza got back in the session. I hope that's not an AI driving round. Don't know how we'd get on the track. I mean, Chazza is in the session. He must be, because the cars don't go out by themselves, do they? But he might be lagging, because that really hit into Rick Dalton there, didn't he?
Bit naughty.
Anyway, I've seen Sloth got to P4 over 110.9. Tango in P6 is now going to set another lap. Jay Bradfield sat in the pits. He's waiting. What does the weather say for the race?
Let's have a look.
Tango, it's another slow lap from Tango. Dry race, there we go. And Siege is on lap. Siege on the softs. We've seen him do this quite often lately. Siege just putting the soft tyres on, guaranteeing to get through almost. Chaz is on a quicker lap, I think, as well. Now he is. There we go. He's coming back onto the straight without Winston this time. And now he's aborting it, and he's going to be coming into the pits then, Chazza. We've got the Renault Sloth behind on a slower lap. He's going for a second lap, though. He's been saving up. And Siege is going to be next then, coming onto the straight. He's out of VRS. He hasn't saved up anyone a lap, but he's comfortably P1 for 190. And you expect him to be really on the soft tyres. About 10th, just over a 10th ahead of Nightwing. Sure, Idenzo's got more time than that, but it should be enough to get through. Cowie's on an out lap then. He has changed to the mediums. We haven't actually got a car on a lap at the moment. Actually, Tango must be on a lap. Yes, Tango is on a lap. Oh, he's got a glitchy gearbox, just what we love to hear. That noise is awful, isn't it? Gearbox glitching. Tango across the line, that's a 193, and he gets ahead of Idenzo, so Idenzo's down to 4th now, and if more drivers put the softs on, he might have to go out again, or I'm sure there's more time on the mediums for Idenzo there. Rick Dalton wasn't on my screen, saying Chazza. Oh dear. So Chaz is saying, and we know this has happened before, that Rick Dalton wasn't appearing on his screen at all. We've got two cars side by side here, Clarky and Tango. Clarky's just on an outlap, so there's no trouble there. As he's about to see a Mercedes, as Jay Bradfield is... Oh no, it's Rick Dalton, sorry, he's come across the line to start a lap on the mediums again. Oh dear, Chaz is coming out the pits now. Please don't do the same thing to Rick again. Obviously, he can't be helped if it's not him. If you can't see Rick there on the track. Chazza, if you're listening, Rick Dalton's in front of you, be careful. Just, yeah, stay off the racing line as much as possible. Can you see everyone back on your map, Chazza, or is it just you on the track? Now Bradfield's coming across to start his lap. So Rick's on a lap, Cowie's on a lap on the mediums, and Cowie went up to P6 or 109.5. Just behind Crazy Bill. Crazy Bill is on the softs, on fitted at the moment, we need it on best. There we go, so there's a best lap set. Williams next cross line as Clarky just start his lap. We then have Tango on the medium tyres. I'm sure he'll be coming into the pits now, and he does. Next up's going to be Crooksy. No, it's not going to be Crooksy, it's Sloth. He's up. He's up. He was up by 1/10 and a half, and I don't know if he made a mistake in sector 3, but he aborted the lap. Mercedes and Rick Dalton on the medium tyres. What time can he do? It's P5, so 109.6. So he's 2 tenths off Idenzo, 4 tenths off Nightwing on the on the medium tyres. What can Clarky do? It's not Clarky. Chazza. It's just a slow lap from him, so he's going to be going again now. And Crooksey's crashed. Crooksey has crashed, not be able to see it 'cause there's no cars around him. But Crooksey has crashed then, just behind where Clark is in Sector 2. That's a strange place to lose it, that is. That's a strange place to lose it. I mean, the car's gone now, but I'll show you on board with Crazy Bill to see. Joe Bradford got the P3 on the soft tyres, a great effort there. He's just a tenth and a bit off Siege. As we see Jake Desai up to P8. Ferrari carries across the line, the mediums. He doesn't improve anymore. It was about here on that side there. I'm not sure how Crooksey's lost it there, but he's going to be starting in 14th. Clark goes up to 8th on his second lap on those mediums. Yeah, really strange place there to lose it. We'll go on board with the Red Bull, which is Knowlesy. He went up to P6. Missed quite a few laps there. Got distracted by that strange crash for Crooksey. I'm sure he's in the comments if he can tell us what happened. I can't recall ever seeing a crash there. I mean, it's a short braking zone, isn't it? I mean, up here, he must have just slid, hit the gravel, and then went flying into that board there. Oh well, that's unfortunate for Crooksey. He's normally right towards the top, isn't he, in qualifying? As we see Cowie going past them. Cowie, who's on a quick lap, he's 2.5 temps up. Oh, he's invalidating. Just knew it was going to happen. He turned in too early there, Cowie. And he's got to get back in the pits then to refuel and then decide whether he's going to go on the mediums or the softs. I'm not sure he's got enough fuel to go again. Yeah, he does come into the pits then. So it's gone a bit quiet for a minute now. Then Jake Desai comes in the pits too. Oh no, soft tyres. Chaz has got a lot of time to find. Sloth's got a lot of time to find too. And at the moment, Cowie's dropping out. Although that was on the mediums. Jake Desai and Crazy Bill are only just scraping through as it stands, and that is on the soft tyres. Good lap there from Bradfield up in P3 on the softs. He's going to be in the championship next year as well. Knowles, he's retired in the pits and he thinks he's done all he can on those medium tyres, and to be fair, it's a good lap. He's only a 100th of a second away from Denzo. Dylan saying, hate the gearbox glitch, out of my ears. Yeah, it's horrible, isn't it? It doesn't sound very nice at all. And that Williams we're looking at has got wing damage. I think that's Clarkey. He's got wing damage, as we're seeing wheeled into the pits there. And we've got every single car in the pits now, not a single car on the track. If somebody could just go out on the track for us, that'd be really good. Give us something to watch, because this is the part where I just have to make up rubbish in my head for a few minutes. Read through the comments. Crooksy's in the comments. Freddie Crook saying lost the back end and just hit the wall. So yeah, again, it's not sure if he clipped apart the gravel, but if he just turned too sharply or put the power down early, and then yeah, it's brutal as soon as you hit the barriers round here. Cryptic Hannibal saying he's gonna go out, and he can't go. Oh, he went out in Q1s. Yeah, of course. He run across the track. Yeah, happened in Singapore once, I remember. We see Chazza going out on the track as well, so we can have a look at him. Happened in Singapore once. Remember, Vettel was in the lead, and he said on the radio there was a man on the track. Nightwing saying unlucky to Crooksy. Chazza wants another invite. There we go. We'll quickly get Chazza another invite then. Don't need 50. It's not that bad, saying Tango. Hang on, is this not Chazza we're watching? Yeah. Yeah, it's Chazza. We don't need another invite. It's Chazza we're watching. He's got a spare one now at least. So he is on the soft tyres, and Sloth's come out on the soft tyres too. Cowie's on the soft tyres in the pits, ready to go out on them. Let's see, Crazy Bill's retired in the pits, so does Tango as well. So they've done all they can. Crazy Bills, he doesn't think he can get any more time. Cowie is now going out. Bahrain 2020 twice. Saying Cryptic. And Silverson 2003 happened apparently there as well. Can someone give Tango 50 invites and a serious mushroom? Yeah, I already sent him about 10. Should be enough for him. So then, Chazza, here he goes then. Crossing the line to start his lap in the Williams. He was happy today when I told him he'd be keeping his Premier League seats. He was worried. He was watching the stream last night for the Championship, looking at the competition he thought it'd be of next year, and then Liam message saying he can only make every other race next season. So by goodwill he offered a seat to someone else, and Liam can race full time in the Championship. And then Chazza can start fresh in the Premier League, because towards the end of the season, when you don't want to get relegated, there is pressure on. You do race differently, and he's 6 tenths up here. You'd expect him to be low, because he's obviously 6 seconds off the pace at the moment. 'Cause his first lap was just a banker.
Nice
It's
tidy
looking
lap
nice
so
and-
far. That.
Yeah, it's looking tidy. Yeah, you can retire in the pits, Justin. You're through. I'm not. Yeah, this happened last week, and I thought I was safely through. And then Justin decided to tell me I was through. Yep, you can come in. I bought the lap, and I was
Yeah,
out.
right.
He done me up like a kipper.
Unlucky.
But you are
Unlucky.
safety through, because there's 4 cars that have retired. Chazza crosses the line. P1 for Chazza. He's quicker than Siege. He's on the soft tyres, of course, but fantastic lap there for Chazza. He is safety through. Crazy Beer will be out then. It's all down to Sloth and Cowie now. There's not many cars on the track. Sloth is going to be next across the line, though. We know he's got some good pace on the soft tyres as well. Comes onto the straight, opens DRS and runs out VRS, and he crosses the line, and it's only 8 for Sloth. He's definitely not safe there, although Rick Dalton and Clarkey are in the pits. They need to come out as soon as possible. I think Clarkey is now coming out. Yes, he is. Jake the Slayer has invalidated his lap. He's got time to go around, though. Cowie's 9 tenths up, so unless he makes a huge mistake here, I think it's going to be P1 for Cowie. And the exit looks really good. I put my money on this going up to P1 for Cowie. DRS over, and he saved up ERS as well, so he gets to use it on the straight. Crosses the line. There we go. 108.8 for Cowie. 2.5 tenths clear in P1. Brilliant laps, safely through them. Jake the Slayer, he's got to get back in time. I'm sure he will. He's got over it. Yeah, he's got nearly a minute. Not ideal to be starting on tyres that are a lap or 2 older, though. He's had to do an extra run. Rick Dalton is in the pits then on the medium, so Rick is gambling it, isn't he? Denzo then and above the safety through. Jake the Slayer has started his lap. Sloth, I think Sloth's on another lap and he's up. Let's see what Sloth can do. Can he improve? He does by 2.5 tenths, and it puts him ahead of Idenzo. So Rick Dalton and Knowles are 2 in the danger zone then. Clark is about to start his lap. He's going to get to the checkered flag just in time. Let's see how close it is. Yeah, he'll have a few seconds spare, won't he? Crosses the line now, 4 seconds to spare. Jake the Slayer is invalidated again, so Jake the Slayer is out of the session. Knowlesy in P9 will be safe as well. It's all down to Clarkey now then. He's going through sector 1. All eyes are on Clarkey. Let's see what he can do. He's on the soft tyres. Unless he makes a mistake, you'd expect him to be comfortably through. And it's Rick Dalton in the danger zone. And he's 3 tenths up here, Clark. As you expect, he's taken a lot of that curb though. If you can easily throw you off if you ride that curb too much and then invalidate your time, but he's done well to save it, avoids that curb. The Renner of Sloth moves out of the way nicely. Purple sector 2 is coming up. I know we get a purple sector glitch, don't we, but it wouldn't surprise me if that is actually a purple time. That wouldn't surprise me if this time puts him P1 or P2. What can Clarkey do then? DRS open. He's going to be safety. He's coming to the pits. Not sure why he's done that. He would have been safely through, and he just swings into the pits last second. Maybe he'd rather start P11 on fresh mediums or hards then, or it's last race of the season. There's not much to play for, so he might just be going for something different. So Rick Dalton gets through them. And we have got a Ferrari, a Williams, a Haas, an AlphaTauri, a Mercedes, a McLaren, a Renault, a Racing Point, a Red Bull, and then another Mercedes. So there's 2 Mercedes through to Q3. Only team with 2 drivers through, at the expense of Alfa Romeo, who both drivers went out in Q1 then. I don't want to start on softs, and he wants a little fight in the midfield, saying Clarkey. So there we go then. Clarkey saying he prefers start towards the middle of the field. Of course we don't want loads of instants just because it's the last race, but there is not much to play for, so people can have a bit more fun. Of course instants though, exact same rules apply. So on the mediums we've got Nightwing, Tango, Denzo, Knowlesy and Rick, and then the other 5 are on the softs. Pole position, I'm liking Nightwing. I'm going for Nightwing for pole. Change it up a bit today. Yeah, that lap on the medium is incredible. But you can't rule out any of these guys. And Chazza, that lap, I know it's on the softs, but quicker than Siege. I think he's been practicing all week, thinking he might be getting relegated to try and save himself. But it's paid off for him anyway. He's looking incredibly quick round here tonight. It might rain in Q3, saying Nightwing. Oh dear. And it is looking dark, isn't it? It's come over quite dark. We've got a yellow flag. As for Tango, of course, he has got a Q3 ban, which I remember to remind him before the race, although I forgot about, completely forgot during the session that he had that. So it's lucky I didn't predict him for pole position, because I'd have looked extremely silly. So Tango, of course, has a Q3 ban after last week. I think I was in something down Murphy in Australia. Was a close one. Let's have a look then. Who's gone out on track first? It's Chazza. Quick read through some of the comments then. Jake, if I don't get the Red Bull seat, the draw is rigged. I can't remember who Cryptic's got now. Oh yeah, I can remember. Oh, I can remember who Fia. What? Not Fia. Oh dear, given that away, haven't I? Cryptic alibi. Oh well. Now we've got 5 cars out on the track then. We'll quickly have a look. Who did he get? No, I can't find it. So we got the same 5 cars out on the track. 4 of them are leaving it. I'm not sure guys that went through on the soft tyres have only got 1 fresh set. They should have 2 fresh sets, shouldn't they? Because you get given an extra set of softs if you make it through to Q3. So both Mercedes going together here. I think Bradfield's going to give his teammate a slipstream. Nope, he's going to let his teammate pass and try and steal the slipstream off him. Great team play that. Chazza crosses the line to start his lap then. Cryptic saying, I wonder who my teammate is. I'm not going to read the comment he's put after that. Chazza looking really tidy today, isn't he? Be great for him to get some points anyway. He's deserved more points. Had a lot of connection issues. Hopefully it doesn't happen in the race. No, it's the reason I said Theo is because I did the draw with Theo and he wrote them down as I was drawing them all out. We'll upload a video of it tomorrow though. Chaz's lap's looking incredibly good. Where did he send them to me? I can't remember. I'm trying to have a look for the grids. Oh, there we go, I can see him now. Anyway, let's focus on the racing for a minute. Chaz is coming onto the straight to see what sort of time he can do. I'm going for a 109.2. It's 190. Chaz is a fantastic time. Well done there, Chazza. Nightwing's next then. The man I said would be on pole position. Nightwing crosses the line. Oh dear, 112.0. As obviously just a banker lap. Knowles' crossed the line to start his lap. Here comes Denzo, the Premier League champion. He crosses the line at a 185. And I think that's the quickest time we might see today. Bradfield getting a slipstream off teammate Rick Dalton. Rick's up to P2 of 108.9. Bradfield 195. We know he's got a bit more pace than that. He's a whole second off Denzo. Cowie, Siege and Sloth on their out laps then. Crossing the line to start their lap is Cowie. Knowles, he's going to be next across the line. He is only going through sector 1 at the moment though. So Cryptic Alibi, where's his teammate? Oh yeah. Yeah, I know who it is now. I know his team and his team. Alright, Cryptic, in the comments, I want you to type Lee, team you'd most like, the car you'd most like to have, and the car you'd most not like to have, so I can either laugh at you or congratulate you. The start of season 2, I think it's January the 8th to the 9th. As Knowles, he's about to cross the line. Let's see what he is going to do. DRS open. Can he get ahead of Bradfield? I think he will. Oh, he's not. He's just behind Bradfield. So he's got a bit more time in the bag there, Knowles. We know that. So Denzo is coming into the pits. Next car to cross the line is going to be Cowie. So yeah, it's going to be, yeah, it's Friday the 8th. Friday the 8th of January is when the season starts. Cowie invalidated his time. It would have been a 187. He would have snuck ahead of Nightwing into P2. maybe it was quite foolish of me not to predict Denzo on pole position, but it's good to try something different. Sloth's on a lap in sector 3. Adam saying he doesn't mind what car he has as long as it's not a Ferrari engine. Let's have a look. Let's see what car Adam's got. I'd laugh if it's a Ferrari engine, Adam. Sloth, again, it's a slow lap anyway. 1:13.7, just gets the time on the board. Siege is going to be next to set his lap. Cowie, I think, is on another lap, isn't he? Yeah, he is. He's going for back-to-back after invalidating. We've had a spin. Who's that has had a spin? I think there's Sloth that's had a spin. First corner. Siege then. He's trying to take a slipstream off the Red Bull in front. As we see Knowles, he got up to P5, only temporarily. As Siege goes up to P4 over 190, just ahead of Chazza. 10th behind Rick Dalton though, but still they're quite a bit off the top two, aren't they? Cowie then, who's going again. Let's see what sort of time he can do. He's not going to do any sort of time because he's coming into the pits. He's aboard his lap. He's going to save up just a one more go at it, I think. Knowles, he's going slow. Siege going slow as well, so there we go. We are back to having no action, 200 laps. Adam, where is his car? Yep, I can see what his car. Same for you, Adam. What team would you want and what team would you not want? Chazza would like to have Red Bull or Mercedes. Alright then. Shadders doesn't want Williams or Renault. Oh. Yeah, that's funny looking through these, all these people saying what they'd want, what they wouldn't want. I've already read a comment where someone's saying a team they wouldn't want is and that is the team they've got. We've already seen one of those comments, unfortunately. All I can say is that Bradfield was not happy with his team either. He's obviously not going to tell you which one he's got, but all will be revealed tomorrow. Yeah, I did notice. Well, I think both draws we did today, the Championship and the Premier League, there were a couple of drivers that have got the same car as they got this year, which surprised me. There was, yeah, there was. So a few of them will be staying. It's luck of the draw. And there we go, at this stage where every single car's in the pit's going to saving up to go out again. I've got Ferrari, don't I, saying Cryptic Alibi. You might have, you might not have. Let's see who else is saying it in the comments. Oh yeah, he was joking. Cryptic Alibi said he was joking about saying, I hope it's not Theo. He said it because he was in the same. Yeah, that's fine. But it might be. Talking of Red Bull, we see one getting wheeled in. Still got all 9 drivers in the pits then. And there we go, we see a Mercedes going out. That is it you?
No, I'm not going out. Not yet.
Must be Rick Dalton, and here it is. Expect me to spin every race if it's Ferrari or Renault, saying Cryptic Alibi. Might be. Might not be. We've still got to do League 1 draw as well. I'll have to do that tomorrow morning. Still not updated the Championship standings. This time of year is so busy. So we'll get all the standings done for tomorrow, as well as all the grids posted. We'll have the awards ceremony posted for the Premier League tomorrow as well. And then the Championship and League 1 should follow in the next couple of days. But yeah, busy couple of days, and as soon as Christmas and New Year's done, new season starts on the 8th of January, so looking forward to that. All the times will be staying the same. So 6:15, well 6 o'clock for invites for League 1, 6:15 start, and 8 PM for invites for Championship, 8:15 start, and then Premier League as it was tonight, 7:15 for invites, and a 7:30 PM start as well. Also thinking about starting the Thursday League as well, as something to add. Not sure what it could be yet, maybe a reverse grid event like we did last night. That was really good. And of course, as we mentioned, we've got the practice, full quali and 100% event. That is going to be on the 28th, and Monday the 28th, and then Tuesday 29th. Oh, Knowles needs to get out of the way. Oh, Knowles, he's really affected Rick Dalton's time here, isn't he? I think it looked like Rick had to back out there. We'll see what his time is going to be like through sector 1 to see how much he lost from doing it. But he's not backed up to start to save for another lap. He's actually up through sector 1. So maybe he didn't lose time from it. We've got other cars on the lap now. Idenzo and Siege are both on laps 4 and they're out laps. It's just Chazza and Sloth in the pits. Cryptic Alibi could do an F2 event. Yeah, we have had someone else say that as well, if people would be interested in that. Going to tidy that from Rick, and he's going to be improving here. How much is he going to improve by, though? Can he get ahead of Nightwing into P2? Has he saved DRS? No, he's not saved DRS. That really affects you on this straight in the last few seconds. He's not to P2. He's only gained a tiny bit in the end. Wasn't a fantastic lap. We do think he lost time at the beginning. Siege is going to be next, and he's 3.5 tenths up. Siege, what can he do? It's P2, 108.7. Great to see Siege back towards the top. I think that might be Siege. That might be able to save up and go for another lap, though, if he's got fuel on board. Nightwing crosses the line to start his lap. Then you've got that pink Mercedes of Idenzo, and Idenzo's had a slow lap here, so he's obviously backed out somewhere, although he's got enough fuel and ERS saved up to go again, and that is what he's going to do. But Nightwing with track evolution, Nightwing could be in with a chance here. Cowie's next to cross the line. He hasn't set a lap yet, of course, after invalidating earlier on. Has been Cowie's problem this year, invalidating and getting penalties. I think he can improve on that for next year. He's definitely a contender. DRS open for Cowie. What sort of time can he do? It's a 108.7. He gets just ahead of Siege and Nightwing. Still 2 tenths off Denzo, though. Great lap there from Cowie. He's up to P2. Bradfield's going to be... No, he's not. It's going to be Rick Dalton. Is he going again? No, he's not going again, is he? No. He lost time there on that lap, but he's just about a tenth down. He's out of fuel. Running out of fuel now. Don't think he'll be able to improve anymore. We're about to see Williams or Chaz across the line to start a lap. Siege is next. He's coming to the pits. The Siege is all done. Here comes Nightwing then. What can he do in the Alpha Tauri? Nightwing crossing the line. It's second for Nightwing. It's 26 hundredths off Denzo. That's really, really close in the end. Denzo is on a quicker lap. He is up anyway, so he's going to cross the line in a second. He's going to improve, I'm sure. It's a 108.4 for Denzo. It looks like pole position for Denzo. He's going to finish the season in style by the looks of it. Bradfield went up to P8 with a decent lap there. We've still got Sloth. I think Knowlesy is also on a lap too. Let's see what Sloth can do. He's next across the line. He's not really set a competitive lap yet, so it'll be interesting to see what he can do here. Sloth crosses the line and it's P8. He just creeps ahead of Bradfield. 6 thousandths off Chazza. Chazza, who is up himself. Cowie comes into the pits there. It's all over for Cowie. Knowlesy is up, so Knowlesy, he could steal P5 off Rick Dalton here. What can Knowlesy do? Crosses the line, and he doesn't. He's only improved slightly in the end. Must have lost time through sector 3. Chaz across the line. Can he get ahead of Knowlesy again? Yes, he can. He fills the gap between Rick and Knowlesy. P6 for Chaz. I think it's his best qualifying performance with us here, isn't it? And Nightwing then he is going slowly. It's all done for Nightwing. Denzo's done. Nightwing's done. Cowie's done. Siege is done. Rick's done, Chaz is done, Knowlesy's done, Sloth's done, and Bradfield is done too. So there we go, we have our grid. Denzo takes pole position by less than a tenth in the end from Nightwing, as we're going to flick to the gap. As you can see, less than a tenth. It was Lowe's too, the quickest too throughout the session, wasn't it? Carey's in third, very close between him and Siege, as it has been all season. And then really close between the next 5, although a couple of attempts back. Rick in 5th, Chaz is 6th, Knowlesy 7th, Sloth 8th, and Bradfield in 9th, then Tango of course 10th after that Q3 ban. Fantastic session that was for qualifying. Let's hope they can get... Oh, I don't know why it does that, the AI. Hopefully it can be a good race as well. Like I say, it's a tight track. People are going to have to be patient. Shadow's saying, throw me and Cryptic in the Red Bulls and we'll be well happy. Yeah, well tough. Only because I won't be in your way, he's saying. Sorry Rick Dalton, didn't see your indicator as it was lagging, saying Knowlesy in the comments, and yeah, we have seen again lag, haven't we? Rick Dalton was involved in that incident with Chazza too, so I think it might be Rick that's lagging quite a bit. Although Rick was at 10th and a half off Siege in the end, so I'm not sure it would have gained him any positions in the end. Chazza saying, what a way to end the season, best quality for me since I've been here. Yeah, we did just say it was the best quality we've ever seen from Chazza at P6. We're going round with him now. It was really impressive from Chazza. It's only half a second off P1. Looking forward to seeing what he can do in the Premier League next year as well. There we go then, confirmation of it. And you can tell it's a glitch between Rick and Chazza as well, because none of them got grid penalties, did they? Confirmation, there we go. Denso, pole position. I'm not sure how many pole positions he's got, but it's been absolutely incredible. As we see, the only team with 2 cars through to Q3 were the Mercedes. I'd love a teammate to last the whole season this time, saying Adam. Yeah, that would help, wouldn't it? Adam had RDWE to begin the season with. He's ended it without Alpha Fox. There we go. We've got Sonny's and Vort today. Tango saying great lap ride. Yeah, Tango, but he was gutted he wasn't able to join in that session. Have we got all 20 cars are in the session. Brilliant. Just wait for them to select their strategies then. As we said earlier, if you're starting outside the top 10, it makes medium soft, you know, very doable. It's a struggle if you're in the top 10 starting on older tyres, but it's still absolutely doable and winnable, and probably the optimum strategy. Medium hard round here, you're going to lose a lot of time because it's just too slow. If you're starting on the hards, you've got to go hard soft. But personally, I would start on the mediums, go to softs on lap 22. Let's have a look. What tyres everyone is on then? It's Crooks. Crooksy is starting on the hards then, so he's committing to a hard, soft strategy, doing something different to everyone else. Standing P14. In the bottom 10, Clarkie's on fresh softs in P11, and KD's on fresh softs in P15. Everyone else at the bottom 10's on mediums, as we said earlier on. Cowie, Siege, Chazza, Sloth and Bradford on the softs, and the other guys in the top 10 on the mediums. Looking forward to this. It won't let me control the formation up, saying Chazza. Oh, is his car in ghost? His car's not a ghost, so I'm not sure why it won't let him. You just have to wait, I think, until you get back to the grid. Hopefully it'll let you. Obviously, if it does the stupid glitch to anyone when you go flying to the front of the grid, the rules are you have to just return it as safely and as early as possible. Everything's set up, yep. Cowie and Siege at the start, then I think they'll be pretty strong and aggressive towards as Crazy Bill's been disqualified. Not quite sure what that's for. Yeah, Cowie and Siege will be aggressive at the strong on those soft tyres, and they'll want to get past Denzo and, well, at least Nightwing, really, won't they? Nightwing's started towards the top of the grid quite a few times, hasn't he, this season? But whenever he has started at the top, it's not been long before he started to fall away, which is a shame. But hopefully today can end that trouble for him. It'd be good to see him get some points on the final race of the season, as the cars now are on the strike and starting to take formation. Theo saying good luck to everyone. Crooksy doing my strategy from last night and starting 14th as well. Yeah, Shadow's a great strategy, starting the hards. I think he finished, I think it was 4th in the end. Shadows was, I think it was anyway, 4th or 5th. So yeah, it's not a bad thing of starting the hards. Anyway, it's such a quick formation up, wasn't it? We was waiting for Serious Mushroom. Serious Mushroom, he's not quite doing the Cummings, is he? It's not that far back. The guy we just mentioned in racing will still be halfway around the grid. Here we go then, the cars are ready. Hopefully everyone can take control of their car. We have got lights. So we've not got cars revving up though, so they're false lights. They'll go out and cars won't be moving. We've got to wait for the rev at the bottom right of the grid of the screen. It's still not revving up yet. Not sure what we're waiting for. Here we go in. We're going now then. Cars are revving up. And we have lights out and away we go. Now Denzo gets a decent start. Nightwing struggling on those soft tyres. He's going to get eaten up by Cowie. Cowie goes round the outside. Siege on the inside. Oh, Siege has had an incident there with Nightwing, and Siege has kept it together, but Tango and Clarkie have had an incident. Clarkie is off at turn 1. Tango's down to 18th. Chazza's falling down the order too because he's not in control of his car, is he? No, he is a ghost. He needs to get back in the session. He has got invites then, so Nightwing's been fallen down. KD gets past as well up to P11. Crazy Bill and P12 will look towards the front, but there was definitely an incident between Tango and Clarky Lerland. They were next to each other on the grid, and now they're down the back as Jake the Slayer goes up to P9, and Sloth is falling down the order. Not sure what's happened to Sloth. He's lost a couple of places, and he's got wing damage too. Not sure how that happened. Dan Murphy's getting past Chaz with P16 too, and Tango. Is there wing damage there for Clarky? There's not for Clarky. There's big wing damage for Tango though, so his race, unfortunately, both Williams guys right down the back of the grid. Cryptic Alibi being overtaken by Serious Mushroom. Dan Murphy getting past the Menace Max then. So Cowie will be very happy to have got past Nightwing. He needed to do that starting on those soft tyres. He's going to look to charge at Idenzo now as well. And Siege, you'd think, will start to charge on Nightwing. But a good start, really good clean start, apart from one little incident I think between Tango and Clarky. As we see, Sloth has had to pit. Yeah, of course he got wing damage too. Jake the Slayer being passed by KD. And Crooksy on those hard tyres up into P8. He's really benefited out of all that, and he's gaining on Bradfield as well. Bradfield is on the soft tyres. So Crooksy looking really good then. Not a bad strat, and if we get a safety car around lap 25 and then Crooksy's going to put the softs on, it's looking really good for him. Of course, there's more chance of spinning on those hard tyres. There's not as much grip around these fast bends, but he's got through lap 2 alright. As Clarky's getting past Serious Mushroom, Clarky's searching, sieging back through the field. Oh, Serious Mushroom was lucky there, and there's going to be a spin. Oh, Cryptic Alibi tried to sneak down the inside there. And that was never really on, was it? Is Chazza back in a session? I think he is. He's got big wing damage. Maybe he was in the session the whole time and he just crashed and got wing damage. I'm not sure what's going on there for Chazza, but yeah, he's right down the back. That's such a shame after a fantastic start. Denzo maintaining a good enough gap to Cowie. Cowie's pulled himself out of DRS range. We see DRS is now enabled. Siege catching up to Nightwing though. It's good to see Nightwing still running. He's not had any first lap incidents. Rick in 5th. It's close to this battle as well as Chaz is getting back past Cryptic Alibi on the straight. I think Chaz is staying out on those soft tyres, on those with that broken wing. And Clarky's getting past the Menace Max as well, as we can see just on our mini map. Don't think he was fighting it too hard. And Dan Murphy's now getting past Jay Story as well. He's really on a charge, isn't he? Dan Murphy flying through the grid. And now he's can start to close up the gap to the 2 reserves from the championship. Jake the Slayer and Crazy Bill at the 10th and 11th at the moment. And yeah, Crooksy and Bradfield are catching up to Knowles'. Clarky's now getting past Jay Story as well. And Jay Story always taking a bit too much of the curb there. He cut the corner. We've got a yellow flag for it. He's just looks like he's just getting out of the way of everyone there, Jay Story. I'm not quite sure why he's doing that, but he's letting everyone pass, and Jay Story's down into 18th. Cryptic Alibi's up, and yes, Sloth and Tango both have pitted. Tango's on hards. Not sure if they'll go to the end, but we know tyre wear is not a huge issue around here, so it is possible. Cowie now is going to have DRS, isn't he? He's going to be closing up. He is closing up to Idenzo. Idenzo takes a bit of the grass on the straight. It's within a few tenths now, isn't it? But Cowie, if he's going to have a chance to win this race, he needs to avoid penalties. He needs to get past Enzo pretty quickly so he can extend on this stint. As Jake the Slayer and Crazy Bill are fighting out for P10. And Crazy Bill gets that place then. Jake the Slayer is just going to back out. 2 of our admins then reserving tonight. Trust them to be sensible and back out of any incidents, or they will get an absolute shafting from me. As they know, KD's catching up to Crooks, then Crooksy's hard tyres aren't, well, they're not going as fast as they were to begin with, are they? And KD looking to get past Crooksy then soon, isn't he? It's all relatively stable though, isn't it, at the moment? No one's really challenging. It's a difficult track to overtake. That's why we see some drivers getting impatient. The straight is obviously extremely long. We've got second DRS zones. We've seen sector 2 here before it goes into sector 3. Crazy Bill's holding his own against Jake the Slayer at the moment. Dan Murphy and Clarky, look at them. I would not want to be Jake the Slayer right now, having those two right behind me. Dan Murphy, of course, is on the mediums. Clarky's on the softs, and Clarky's got a better exit as well. So I think Clarky's going to be looking really aggressive here. Jake the Slayer's under big pressure, but he's got DRS from Crazy Bill in front. So I'm not sure any moves are going to be made here. Is Clarky going to go for it? No, he's not. He does a sensible thing and holds back, and Jake the Slayer's really cautious on the brakes there. He broke so much, Dan Murphy nearly went to the back of him. Oh, we see a bit of a lag there as well, and Clarky's started to lose it a bit. Oh, Clarky's lagging, I think. Oh, what's going on there? Both Williams have been lagging a bit. Yeah, Clarky's lagging. He goes to the inside of Dan Murphy. Is he going to make the move around the outside? Yeah, Dan Murphy backs out of it. He knew it was a sensible thing. Clarkey on the soft tyres. Great move there from Clarkey. Next up for Clarkey is Jake Deslay, and Cowie's fallen outside DRS range of Denzo. Then and Nightwing's in DRS range of Cowie, so the soft tyres have lost their freshness already because, yeah, Siege is outside DRS range from Nightwing, and Rick closing up to Siege, so the soft tyres have started to go off a bit already. Clarkey's struggling, then he can't, well, he's not really struggling, as he's had no opportunity, but I'm sure he'll get past Jake the Slayer pretty soon. Crooksy's closed up to Bradfield again then, but Bradfield being held up I think by Knowlesy, who's on the mediums. Crooksy looking incredibly quick at this stage of the race. Clarkey then's got DRS open. Of course Jake the Slayer has got DRS and Crazy Bill in front. Is Clarkey going to go for it? No, he's not. He backs out of it. Jake the Slayer's a lot slower on those medium tyres. Clarkey want to get this move done as soon as possible. Had a spin with Tango early on, we can only presume. Bradfield's crashed. He's out of the race. He's lost it somewhere. He's not on the party chat. We've got a safety car. Don't know where he's gone because we can't hear him on the party chat. But he has lost it and he has caused the safety car, and it happened last week as well. He's now officially banned from reserve in the Premier League. He keeps causing safety cars and it's affecting the races. Not sure what he's done there. But we do have a safety car. That'd be good for Tango at the back of the grid. Not so good for Crooksy, who's doing well on those hard tyres. Well, I suppose it is good for him in a way. Will any of the guys on the softs pit for hards to the end then? I'm not sure anyone's going to pit, because hards to the end is going to be, you know, doable but boring. Denzo's on the mediums. Denzo's dummied Cowie. He's dummied Cowie there. Cowie's got a 5-second penalty for speed in the pit lane. Cowie and Siege are both in for hards to the end of the race. Denzo was going to the pits and swooped out. He's dummied Cowie, and Cowie got a 5-second penalty for speed in the pit lane for, as a result. Jake Deslay and Crazy Bill then come out ahead of Cowie. Cowie's going to come out just behind his teammate Dan Murphy. Wow, good move there for my Denzo, that was. I was going to say, is Denzo really pitting on those medium tyres? Chaz finished P5, finished 5th in the end, yeah. Chaz is in the pits, hards to the end as well for him. Yeah, I suppose if mediums can do 20 laps comfortably, hards 29 laps, that's got to be doable, isn't it, I suppose? What happened to you, Justin?
Oh, I put the power down too quickly.
No, is it coming out of turn 2?
Yeah.
Denzo fooled everyone saying didn't he? Did he fooled me? And he definitely fooled Cowie, who I'm on board with here as well. Hopefully the safety car won't be too long, but it's 2 weeks in a row Bradfield's crashed out and caused a safety car. Knowlesy and P4 then the top 4 runners on the medium tyres. The top 8 haven't pitted, but Cowie and Siege on those hard tyres, if they can just conserve them till the end of the race, the guys in front have all got to pit. It'll be a difficult job to do that on the hards, but they're in a good place, especially Siege, as he's not got the penalties. Oh, it gives me an opportunity to catch my breath at least. Nearly a quarter of the way through already once we finish this lap, and we got Serious Mushroom coming into the pits, and so he's left it one more lap. I'm sure he's going to go on to the hards to the end of the race now then, as is Chazza down in P18, so it's definitely helped Tango and Chazza out this. Or is he putting on more fresh mediums, is Serious Mushroom? What's he do? He has put fresh mediums on, so there we go. I suppose if he was 13th I think he was, so lost a few positions, but he'll be going medium, soft then. 2 stoppers, not the ideal strategy round here, but obviously with a safety car he's not going to lose much from it. Just going to help him with his tyre wear, and he can absolutely push it, can't he? And what's happened there? Tango's gone off the track. Or is it just him glitching? We do have the same few cars glitching, don't we? We know Tango has his connection issues, and so does Chazza. But it does seem to be worse today. All good for the guys in front, Denzo and Nightwing and Rick up to P3. It's just going to be interesting to see, because obviously it's a free... I haven't got to pit now, Cowie and Siege, as we see safety car coming in this lap. That's what we like to see. Obviously down in P9 and P10, Dan Murphy in P8 is one to watch out for as well, because he's got Crazy Bill and Jake the Slayer in front. I'm sure he'll be looking to get a move on those two. Crooksy in P5 on those hards. This is not what Crooksy wanted, because this is going to help everyone with their tyre wear on the medium soft strategy. Whereas Crooksy didn't need help being on the hard tyres. And he's going to be under pressure, I think. When's Denzo going to go then? Oh, he's really holding him up, isn't he? He's still not going. And he's gone now. Denzo powers it down him. And he's not got the best restart, but because Nightwing has really started to close up. Denzo's had to sweep across to the pit straight to get away from the slipstream. Nightwing's following him about a few tenths behind. Rick as well. Jay Sawyer's getting passed by Clarkey. So the gaps are all pretty similar. Crazy Bill and Jake the Slayer, the closest guys on track. We've got a yellow flag and it's... Oh, Clarkey. Clarkey's crashed then. I'm not sure what's happened there. I think there's a McLaren there too. There's a McLaren. Clarkey. Oh, Clarkey's retired it on the track. I'm not quite sure why, but he's obviously had an instant cryptic alibi, I think, there, unless he's just collected it. But Clarkey is out of the race and he's obviously got a bit angry and retired it on the track. So we've got a second car out of the race then. Clarkey involved in his second incident. We've had 3 incidents here. Clarkey and Tank. Clarkey with one McLaren. Clarkey with the other McLaren. And then Bradfield crashing on his own. Denzo's extending his gap. He's nearly a second away from Nightwing already. Rick Dalton's... Oh, Nightwing's got a 3-second penalty then, so that won't help him. He lost time from doing that as well. Rick Dalton's going to be putting him under pressure soon. Knowlesy's there. Crooksy's doing incredibly well in those hard tyres. Really looking forward to see what he can do next season in terms of challenging. Jay Sawyer's getting passed by Chazza and Serious Mushroom then. Jay Sawyer's just... I think he prefers driving round at the back under no pressure like he did in Canada when he picked up that P6 through not having any penalties. Crooksy not close enough to challenge Knowlesy this time on those hard tyres. He's doing a fantastic job. Crazy Bill's holding a few cars up as Sloth's getting past the Menace Max. Good move there. Yeah, Crazy Bill, bit of a train we've got going on here. Jake the Slayer's the next, and then the 2 Ferraris, Dan Murphy and Cowie. Cowie and Siege will want to get past these because they're losing time now to Denzo and Nightwing and Rick, who have still obviously got to pit. They'll be extended on those medium tyres. And KD's catching up to Siege behind as well. Siege had a bad last few weeks, so good to see him it right in the thick of things again. And Cowie is going to start to challenge his teammate. Of course, we've got the DRS train, so it's going to be difficult to get past. Let's see what's going to happen out in front. And it's Dan Murphy starting to challenge. Chazza gets past Tango. Oh, Tango's out of the session again, unfortunately. I'm not sure if... He's obviously lagged out again. He's got plenty of invites. He's got at least... He had at least 10 at the beginning. And yeah, more drivers are being held up by this battle now. Siege gets a good exit though. And Jake the Slayer, he's actually fallen away from Crazy Bill. He's not even got DRS on this lap, so I'm sure he's going to be passed by Dan Murphy. And he is. He's going to be under pressure from Cowie too. Cowie's going to go down the inside. And Jake the Slayer backs out of it, which is a very sensible thing to do, as we said early on as well. He's backing out of it. He knows this isn't his race. He's obviously just reserving, and appreciate that from Jake. I'm sure there's going to be more cars catching up to him soon. Dan Murphy's catching up to Crazy Bill now. And Crooksy, look how close he's getting to Knowles as he comes out of Sector 1. Denzo's still not pulled out of DRS range from Nightwing behind though. Jake the Slayer next up for him to defend against this Siege. Let me just see if all my timings go away again. Not sure why it does that. Oh, Siege late on the brakes there. Jake the Slayer's got DRS on the car in front, and Cowie and Dan Murphy. They need to get past Crazy Bill pretty quickly. We can see Crooksy in front pulling away on those hard tyres. Of course, Crooksy's still got to pit, as has everyone else in front of Cowie. I'm sure Dan's going to be getting past Crazy Bill on this straight here then. Sure, Siege we're getting past Jake the Slayer as well, as we can see. He opens a DRS, he goes to the outside this time. Crooksy and Knowlesy are fighting out then. Crooksy on the inside, Knowlesy on the outside. It's a good battle here then. Who's going to get the place? This is not a good place to be going side by side. Knowlesy's on the inside. This is fantastic battling from Leeds too. Knowlesy takes the inside line, he keeps the place, but Crooksy swoops back around, and oh my goodness me, I'm gutted we're not done overtaking the season for this race as well, because Crooksy really would have been nominated then. Fantastic move from Crooksy, great racing respectfully from Knowlesy too. Siege got past Jake the Slayer. Crazy Bill stayed in front of both the Ferraris though. Really enjoyed watching that from Crooksy and Knowlesy. Fair play to Knowlesy as well, hands up. Left enough room, he was fighting it throughout. And Crooksy on those hard tyres, I don't know where he gets so much grip. But Siege is on the back of this train now, and Crazy Bill going to have to start to defend. Jake the Slayer's going to be under pressure from KD as well. Sloth and the Menace Max, Chazza and Serious Mushroom all behind as well. Look, getting really close too. So will Jake have DRS? Jake's not going to have DRS, is he? So he's going to be under big pressure from Crazy Bill. Sorry, KD. Crazy Bill, and here he is. He's under pressure from Dan Murphy. Dan Murphy goes to the outside. And Crazy Bill, oh, Dan Murphy's got the right line here, isn't he? And Crazy Bill does concede a place. We see Jay Story getting passed by Tango's at fastest lap on the hard tyres. So Dan Murphy in front of Crazy Bill. Next up is Cowie for Crazy Bill to defend against. He's catching at a place you don't really want to catch. Crazy Bill's not falling too far back from Dan Murphy in front though. And of course he will want his teammate Dan Murphy to pull away to stop Crazy Bill from having a DRS. There we go, and yeah, he's still got a DRS. Crazy Bill from the car in front. Jake the Slayer's managed to hold off KD for now. Nightwing 7 tenths away from Denzo as well. Now on the same strategy, of course. Nightwing's got that 3-second penalty though. As Chaz is getting past the Menace Max for P13, looks like a good move there. Menace Max, I've got to say, has been a fantastic driver last few races when he's been in. Knowlesy's still got DRS from Crooksy. Crooksy not gaining on the cars in front, but he's on the hard tyres. We'll have fresher softs towards the end of the race when he does pit. Cowie now on Crazy Bill. Crazy Bill has got a DRS, but Cowie goes down the inside. And Crazy Bill, is he going to concede the place? Oh, Crazy Bill spun there. He was fighting it, wasn't he? And Cowie, I'm not sure how that happened there. Didn't look like, it just looked like a game pushed Crooksy wider, Cowie wider, sorry. I don't know what happened there. Don't know if he got a bit of wheel spin there and pushed him into Crazy Bill, but Crazy Bill's fallen back down. As we see Jake the Slayer, he gave the positions up to these guys, didn't he? I wouldn't say he just let them pass, but he didn't fight it too hard, and he's happily in 9th at the moment, under more pressure. Crazy Bill decided to fight them, and obviously he's been sent to the back of the grid for that. KD on Jake the Slayer, then I'll be watching KD here then.
Great battle here between 4 cars.
It's been a fantastic race. I'm not sure the Clarkey and McLaren instance, but apart from that, it has been such a good race. Yeah, Chaz is getting a bit slidey there. Serious Mushroom's got past Menace Max somewhere along the line as well, which we've not seen. Siege is catching up to Cowie, and Cowie's not within DRS range of his teammate Dan Murphy, so Old Medium's doing alright for those guys at the front. And Nightwing, look, is half a second behind Denzo, as Tango set another fastest lap on those hard tyres. He's doing really well.
4 tenths. Yeah,
it's 4 tenths, isn't it? I'd keep an eye on this battle, because Nightwing's really starting to close up. Maybe his tyre management's been quite good, but it's great to see Nightwing really battling at the front of the grid. Of course, that 3-second time penalty could play into things later on. It's a bit too far back for this DRS zone. It's only a short straight anyway, but we want to keep an eye on it when it gets to the main straight again. Cowie's about 8 tenths off Dan Murphy. Siege about 8 tenths off Cowie. Jake the Slayer's 2.5 seconds off now, and he's still holding up KD, Sloth and Chazza. It's a great battle we've got going on there for P9. Keep your eyes on that, Justin, and I'll be watching the battle for P1. Yeah, there's a poor exit onto the straight there for Nightwing. Unfortunately, both got decent amount of VRS saved up. And Nightwing pits. He's going for medium hard then. He's going for a different straight. He's seen Crooksy's pace on those hard tyres and thought, you know what, that's alright. So he's going to go medium hard. I'm sure the rest of the guys on the mediums are going to be going for medium soft. KD then. He's going down the inside. Oh, and Jake the Slayer, he does move to the side, and he does. Yeah, he backs out of it, and that's good there from Jake the Slayer. He's still kind of fighting it, but really good racing there from Jake the Slayer. And Sloth's just behind now, and this isn't a place really for Sloth to go for a move because Jake the Slayer's gain on the car in front. Jake's positioned the car well. Sloth's going to have to back out of it. Oh, he's hit Jake. Sloth needs to slow down there. He's not getting anywhere. There's not enough room to go side by side there. Cowie's really gained on Dan Murphy, by the way. It's been 3 or 4 attempts. Keep your eyes on that one for us, Justin, whilst we're watching this battle for P8. Where are the 2 Ferraris? The 2 Ferraris just in front of these guys. They'll be on the straight in a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a bit. Sloth's getting a bit slidey there, and yeah, the battle for P9, for P8 even, involves 7 cars now, down to P14. Cowie does get past Dan Murphy. Dan Murphy's letting pass. Cowie's obviously going to the end of the race, so Dan Murphy not really fighting that, and Dan will try and hold Siege up now, I'm sure. As we see Nightwing getting past Chaz. Oh, what has Nightwing done? That's why there's an extra car in this battle, because Nightwing, in doing that strategy, he's put himself right in this traffic jam.
Oh, nightmare for him.
And he's going to be losing time now to everyone in front. Oh, he's going to try and get past here, is he?
Oh.
He's got his teammate Jake the Slayer there as well. Oh, and Nightwing's going to lose so much time. Sloth goes down the inside, Jake the Slayer, and he's lost it there. Sloth's on the gravel. He keeps it together though, and the cars behind managed to move out of the way to avoid it. Jake the Slayer's there. Sloth's, yeah, he's sliding everywhere, isn't he? He's got gravel on his tyres. Jake the Slayer, I'm sure he's going to let Nightwing past his teammate here. And he does. There we go, Nightwing's getting past, and Nightwing's been quite lucky there. 1 car's lost it, and one of them was his teammate. And now his teammate's going to hold up the rest of the cars behind. Nightwing can put a charge onto KD, and Nightwing's escaped from that battle then. So he's been quite lucky, as we see. Dan Murphy's lost it! Dan Murphy's lost it. I'm not sure. It's coming onto the straight, he's lost it. I'm not quite sure how he's done that. Did you see it?
I didn't see it, no.
He did. Oh, I think he reset the track as well. He's coming into the pits. There's about time to come in the pits for hards anyway. Don't think he'll quite make the softs. But Dan Murphy's going to be pitting in. And it is. Oh, he's not changed it in time. It is softs, so he might be able to get to the end. It'll be a big struggle though.
He's lost it if someone's hit him, I don't know.
Yeah, I know stuff. I know, not sure if Siege was catching him. I think he must have lost it by himself, just coming onto the straight. Have a quick look to the comments. 4 weeks in a row saying Clarkey, yeah, he's been unlucky. I'm not quite sure what happened with Clarkey, but he's had incidents of both McLarens, and they're the only incidents we've had this race. We're saying how the Netherlands, it's usually one of the races we have lots of incidents because of how tight the track is, and we've had, you know, just 2 incidents in terms of crashing wise, and they've both involved Clarkey and the McLaren, unfortunately, as Tango is getting past Jake the Slayer. It's aggressive there, banged wheels, but Jake the Slayer gives the position up. Serious Mushrooms next. Not spoke much about Serious Mushroom. He's kept it quiet from the back of the grid, but he's racing well. He has still got to stop again though, because he's done medium so far. 4 seconds between brothers in front. He has got DRS. Jake's got DRS though from the car in front as well. Serious Mushroom goes down the inside, and Jake the Slayer takes a wide line, and he takes the place. Well done to Jake the Slayer there. Crazy Bills 4.6 seconds down the road after he had his instant with Cowie early on. Or Jake the Slayer, yeah, he's closer back to Serious Mushrooms. Thought I saw 2 cars closer. It's quite spread out. It's been a fantastic race so far. Denzo is pulling away at the front, isn't he? Siege catching up to Cowie. This battle for P4 is the one to watch, I think, now. Battle for P7, I think Nightwing's going to be catching up to KD soon too. You keep your eyes on the P7 battle. P7 battle. You keep your eyes on Nightwing, and I'll keep my eyes on Knowlesy, Cowie and Siege. I'll let you through, Cowie, saying for one of the moments. Yeah, he did let him through, didn't he? Cowie then, he's got DRS, he's closed up to Knowlesy here. It's 6.5 tenths now, so and Knowlesy on 19 lap old mediums, they will start to fall away, I think. Denzo, Rick and Knowlesy, I should think they'll be pitting in the next couple of laps. This is the earliest time you'd want to pit really if you're going to the end on softs. We saw Beefy's pit on this lap yesterday, although he did really struggle towards the end. So I'd try and leave it 2 more laps if you can. But it could be all down to strategy to decide these places. Maybe Siege will... not Siege, sorry. Knowlesy will pit earlier on to try and gain a bit of time on the cars in front. Crooksy's going to go longer because he's on the hard tyres. Wonder if he regrets that now. Well, he might go a few more laps because he is gaining, isn't he? He's gaining on Rick Dalton now as the mediums have worn off a lot more. Sloth's got a penalty to see, yeah. So Crooksy will gain the next couple of laps if they stay out. Do they come in? Rick is coming in.
Oh,
Knowlesy's got a penalty. Who nearly lost it?
Yeah, Nightwing.
No, Nightwing nearly lost it. Cowie gets ahead of Knowlesy, then takes P3. So Rick Dalton's in the pits for soft then. And Crooksy's in a good place here because he can extend a couple more laps on these hards, gain up to Denzo. As you can see, the gap is 6.9 now. He's going to keep gaining. As we see, Siege going to go for a switcheroo on Knowlesy. Is he going to get it done? Knowlesy fights it on the outside. Knowlesy backs off there. Not.
Here,
Siege
Tango
gets past then. Tango and Chazza then for P8. We're keeping our eyes on that too. Jay Story's in the pits after 20 laps on the mediums then. So Rick Dalton, you really want to be watching him as well because he's going to be closing up to this battle between Chazza and Tango too. He's on fresh softs. So if Crooksy can go 3-4 more laps on these hards and he'll have soft tyres which will be fresher than the other guys towards the end of the race. And he's on for he could be on for a podium here, Crooksy. Of course, Cowie and Siege, well, yeah, forgetting about them, of course, because they've not got to pit again, but their hard tyres will really start to go off at the end of the race. You see Rick's already within DRS range of these two battling out here, Chazza and Tango. Siege comes into the... Siege is pitting. So Siege is changing his strategy, isn't he? He doesn't... Knowlesy's in the pits too. Siege doesn't think those hards can go to the ends. We see Tango getting past Chazza. He goes on the outside. It's a great move there from Tango. We've already seen McLaren and Williams come together a couple of times today. They don't this time. Tango gets the move done. It's a great move. Rick is being held up by this battle here, and this will be helping Crooksy out the whole time, won't it? So Siege has gone for mediums to the end. I'm not sure if he got wing damage or something there, because he couldn't have, because he's still ahead of Knowlesy. It's Dander's fastest lap on the soft tyres. Yeah, Knowlesy's gone soft to the end. I don't know why Siege is on mediums. You can easily do softs to the end from now. Something different there. I'm sure Cowie's going to try and go to the end of the race at least. He has got a 5-second penalty. It's a shame Siege didn't try and go to the end, because I think he could have been on for some decent, well, potentially the win. KD's been caught by Nightwing then. And Nightwing, Denzo's in the pits. I'm sure Nightwing will undercut him. But of course, Denzo on the fresh softs will be a lot quicker than Nightwing on those 5-6 lap old hards. So Crooksy takes the lead on those hard tyres, and it's a smooth pit stop for Denzo. Cowie takes P2. He's not got to pit again. And he is now catching up to Crooksy, who has got to pit.
No.
Denzo comes out. Yeah, he does come out behind Nightwing, as we thought. So Nightwing does get the undercut on him. But of course, he's on old hards with Denzo on fresh softs, and Nightwing with a penalty as well. Nightwing being held up by KD as well. KD who's had a much better race today. And we got a yellow flag. We've got a virtual safety car.
He's gone.
Goodness knows what for. Did Sloth lose it before coming into the pits? I'm not too sure if he did. Yeah, Sloth's lost his front wing. Sloth's lost his front wing. I think that's coming out the final corner like Dan Murphy did. And he's straight into the pits though, so he's lucky in that sense. Puts on fresh softs and comes into the pits. Will Crooksy pit? I don't think the virtual safety car's going to stay out long enough. But if it does, Crooksy can come in the pits and get a cheap pit stop. How long will this VSC stay out for? Crooksy's coming out of the final corner now. It's a drive-through penalty for Cryptic Alibi's speed on the virtual safety car. Mendes Max pass by Dan Murphy as a VSC has ended, so Crooksy won't gain from a cheap pit stop. Cryptic Alibi's in the pits now for his drive-through penalty. He's been unlucky in this race, hasn't he? He had an incident. He's down in last now by quite a way. As we see the battle for P3, we've got a yellow flag. I'm not quite sure what it's for. I can't see any. No one's gone off. Battle for P3. Look at this. We've got KD really being caught by Nightwing and Denzo behind as well. And again, Crooksy will be happy with this. This will be helping him. What a move, Saint Shadows. Switch back of dreams. And yeah, I think I was talking about Crooksy early on and Nosey.
Denzo being through here, doesn't he?
He does. He's being held
Really
up, and he's allowing his brother Rick Dalton to catch up as well. Last thing Denzo needs to get a 3-second penalty. We've got a yellow flag.
Yellow.
As for Sloth has crashed it. Sloth has crashed it in sector 3. Not quite sure what he's done there. Hopefully we don't get a safety car. Lola car is in the middle of the track. Siege getting past Tango for P8 then. Gets the move done. Good move there. And the cars are coming through, and Sloth's car is still on the track, look. So they need to avoid that. There we go, it's been taken away. I'm surprised that wasn't another safety car there. But Nightwing, I'm sure here he's going to get past KD. Crooksy is now in the pits then for fresh softs. Cowie takes the lead. KD, Nightwing, and Denzo's going down the inside of Nightwing. Is he going to get KD as well? Oh, is he going to do it?
He's done it.
Oh, is he going to get both moves done?
Has he?
Look out, is he going to do it? KD swoops around. KD's off the track.
Defending well there.
He's defending well. Oh, they nearly hit. They nearly hit. KD defending really well. And then they both lost time. And look, Rick Dalton. Look at Rick Dalton, how close he is to the back. That was 3 seconds off this battle a lap ago. He's gained so much time. And Crooksy is going to gain on this battle too. And this is really helping Cowie, because Cowie's 4.3 seconds clear of this battle. He's got 11 laps, Cowie, till the end of the race. Of course, he's got the 5-second penalty too. I think KD might be going to the end of the race too, so he's not moving out of the way anytime soon. But Denzo did get the move on Nightwing, and that was key. He's going to take some life out of these soft tyres of Denzo, isn't he? Menace Max getting passed by Tango for P14. We'll quickly see. There we go. Now Denzo on the straight here. I'm sure he's going to get the move done. I'm not sure. Don't think there was any wing damage in that instant. No, there wasn't. Denzo, there we go. He's getting the move done just before the DRS zone. Look, that's how pace he is. And now I'm sure he's got 10 laps to close up the gap to Cowie, which is 4.2 seconds. And I'm sure he's going to get that done. And Denzo is clearly the favourite to win this race now, especially with the 5-second penalty for Cowie. He's got clear traffic. Crooksy on the fresh soft tyres as well. Nosey on those fresh softs. Maybe Siege regretting putting the mediums on. Siege with the mediums. Not sure why he put them on. A serious mushrooms getting past Jake the Slave for P10. Been a great race this has. Nightwing needs to get past KD as well. He's got the 3-second penalty, but the podium's up for grabs here for Nightwing. I think it's between Nightwing, Rick and Crooksy, isn't it? Because Crooksy's in P7, but he's on the fresh soft tyres. And we did see last night beefy soft tyres started to fall off the cliff towards the end of the race, which we think Rick's might do as well. But he's got 5 seconds over Crooksy at the moment, and the car in between them, which is Chazza. We've not spoken much about Chazza after his early incident. He's P6, running well in the old hards. 18 laps of them. And Denzo's taken a second out of Cowie on that lap. KD's already fallen second and a half back. Nightwing closing up to KD. There's a bit of a gap though. I'm not sure Nightwing's going to be able to get close enough, and he's not. He knows it as well. He's saving up his ERS. He's going to go one more lap as Crooksy does set the fastest lap then, as we'd have expected. In P7, Nosey on Crooksy, Nosey on Siege, and can't get any move done. Cryptic Alibi is about to be lapped by these guys then. Fair play to Cryptic Alibi for staying on though. Really appreciate that. Obviously next season it's going to be a rule. You're going to get penalised if you retire in the pits. Tango set the fastest lap now. He's catching up to Crazy Bill in P13. Dan Murphy's in P12. He had to recover after he had that spin out the final corner. We saw it, well we didn't see earlier on, but we presume it's a spin out the final corner. And Tango, I think he's going to go for a switch back here, isn't he? Is he going to get it done though? He's going to go side by side with Crazy Bill. And Bill, yeah, again he fights it side by side, and he does go off the track a little bit, but it's good racing there. Tango gets a move done. KD in P3 then. Still in P3, I should add as well. He's doing really well to hold on to this, isn't he? Nightwing needs to get past him and clear 3 seconds as well after the penalty. He's got a good chance here, though he's short on ERS, but Nightwing's going to go down the inside. And Nightwing gets his nose in front before the braking zone. KD, he goes for a switchback, and he makes contact with Nightwing from making a switchback. Rick Dalton's right in the tail now as well, and Crooksy and Chaz has spun. Chaz has spun after the incident there. Crooksy just Not sure what happened there. We saw them touch each other and it spun Chazza.
That one up.
And now Crooksy's got to close up the gap to the cars in front. We see Rick Dalton here now right in the back of KD. Oh, KD nearly spun there as well, didn't he? Dan Murphy's in the pits then. Doesn't think those softs can go to the end. He's putting more fresh softs on. He's going to try and go for fastest lap now as well. So Nightwing P3 is 2.2 of Idenzo. Idenzo 2.3 of Cowie. He's lost a lot of the life of those soft tyres. He's still gaining, but not as quickly. Rick Dalton, you think it's just a matter of time before he gets past KD. And then Crooksy closing up to this battle as well. Hopefully Crooksy's not got wing damage from that little tap with Chaz. He shouldn't have, because it looked wheel to wheel. And there isn't wing damage there, which is good to see. And he is still gaining. So let's see them. Rick Dalton on KD.
Is he going to do it? He should
He's
breeze
got the
past
DRS.
there.
Oh, I'm not sure. He's going to have to do it on the brakes if he does. He backed out of it. He braked a tad late and nearly went flying into the back of KD. I think he did make contact, but backed out of it just about in the end. He stays behind KD then, so this is helping Nightwing pull out that 3-second gap that he needs because of his 3-second penalty. And Crooksy's not gaining as much as I thought he would. I thought Crooksy would be gaining quite a bit quicker than this. He's pulling away from Siege and Knowlesy behind. Siege and Knowlesy, that battle for P7, have made their own. We're in a league of their own there. Only seen one 3-second penalty in this race, and that is for Nightwing. Not really a track where you can get penalties for track limits.
Carry quickly.
It's 1.1 seconds, isn't it? So yeah, he's definitely pulled it out of the bag this lap. He might have got a warning there, you know, Idenzo, for exceeding track limits. It looked like he went 4 wheels over the curb. As Dan Murphy's getting past Tango for P15, and Tango's out of the session again. That's why he's falling down in the order. Again, he should have plenty of invites. It's not coming up on the screen, so he's left the session. Denzo's not got DRS this time. Nightwing's 3 seconds back. Rick Dalton on KD then. He's not saved up enough DRS again, is he? He needs to save it for a couple of laps. And he's forced wide again. That's going to help Crooksy gain more time. He needs to save his DRS for a whole lap, doesn't he? As Knowlesy's getting past Siege down the inside and into turn 1. Maybe in a few laps time the soft tyres will start to wear out a bit and the mediums will come into play for Siege, but I do find it a bit of a strange decision how Siege put the mediums on ahead of the soft tyres. But he might come back to him towards the end of the race, as he'll have, well, no problems at all with tyre wear, will he? And Rick's still behind and Tango's still getting past. Both McLarens have had a poor race, haven't they? Instance with the Williams of Clarkey, and they're both at the back of the grid. Cowie then has 5 temps. He is clear with Denzo. He just needs to keep those tyres. It's going to be a good achievement if he does 28 laps on them. But here we go, and this is the battle for P1. The champion against the man second in the standings. DRS is open for Denzo. I think he's a bit too far back on this lap. And Cowie is going to keep P1 for now. He's not going to give it up easily.
Rick, he's going for the move.
Rick, where is he? He's gone down the inside and they don't tag wheels delay. He's keeping it really close. KD's defending KD, absolutely fantastically here, isn't he? He is really defending well. Looking forward to seeing him race full time next season as well, because he's definitely a driver like me up there. You know, his strategy is not even, you know, the ideal strategy today. And we see Denzo's, oh, we have to cut to Denzo because he's within a few tenths of Cowie now. He got super close. And Rick Dalton closely behind KD there as well, and Crooksy's within a second and a half now as well. As soon as those tyres have hit 9 laps for Rick Dalton, they've started to go a bit, but he's being held up by KD in front too. And this final
KD,
podium spot,
23 laps on the hards.
it's a good, the same as Cowie in P1. This final podium spot it's anyone's at the moment. It's Nightwing's, I think Nightwing's, possibly Rick's, possibly Crooksy's. But Nightwing's got the 3-second advantage he needs with that penalty at the moment. And again, Cowie, sorry, he's got a good entry onto the straight. So he's 6 tenths clear of Denzo, and Denzo's too far back. Denzo knows he doesn't need to pass Cowie because Cowie's got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane, which I think Denzo caused when Denzo dummied him. And Rick Dalton,
He's gonna do it.
is he going to do it? Yeah, I think he's got it done this time. Well done, Rick Dalton. Finally gets a move of KD. Brilliant battling from these two guys that has been there. Rick Dalton finally gets the move done. Crooksy closing up to the back of KD now as well. I'm sure it'll be easier for Crooksy to get past as he's on a few lap fresher softs. And Katie's hearts really will be dying out now, won't they? Zandvoort, what an absolutely fantastic race, couple of races we've had in Zandvoort. It could be up there for one of the races of the season, and Denzo's closing up to Cow in the DRS range. He's not going to go for it here. He doesn't need to go for it, does he? So Crooksy, KD's got DRS on Rick in front still, of course, but he's losing grip, and if he loses grip in this final sector, he might be out of DRS range for the straight. It's 8 tenths, so I think when they cross the line in a second, you'll see it here.
Defend.
Oh, there we go. Well, and Denzo gets down the inside, and Cowie, I don't think he's got the grip to fight it. Oh, Denzo puts the brakes on there. Denzo takes the lead, then Cowie down to P2, and Cowie with the 5-second penalty is actually down to P3 at the moment, and Cowie's not guaranteed to get on the podium yet. If Rick starts to close up to this battle, Rick can get second. If Crooksy gets past KD and Rick, Crooksy could get seconds, because 5 seconds for Cowie, 3 seconds for Nightwing. And I think Rick's tyres are really going off, whereas Crooksy's got fresh tyres. Of course, there's only 4 laps to go. 3 laps once they cross the line. Knowlesy and Siege are still fighting. We're on board with Crooksy here, though. I'm sick of this. I can never show what I can do, but hey ho, see you next season. Same tango's a tango. Yeah, he has been kicked from the set. Oh, KD's hit the curb a bit there. He's going to give Crooksy the opportunity. Crooksy, is he going to go for it? He's not quite got the pace here, is he? He's going to... No, he's not going to go for lunge. He hits the back of KD there as well.
No damage, though.
And look, Nightwing's really close up to K. He might take P2 on the grid here, on the track here, not just on the penalties. And KD's outside DRS range. I think Crooksy's easily going to take this move. He's going to swallow up KD here. DRS open. KD must have a pacey setup on, because look, he's really fighting it hard. Crooksy's going to go down the inside. He's late on the brakes. KD's going to go for a switchback, but Crooksy much better on the brakes. We saw Rick Dalton was early, because Rick took a few laps. Obviously he has got fresher tyres, though. Crooksy, that definitely would have helped. Good move for Crooksy. He'll be charging up to the guys in front now, but Cowie's tyres are starting to fall away, aren't they, because Nightwing's really starting to catch up. Nightwing's tyres are 9 laps younger than Cowie's, aren't they? And yeah, he's fallen away. Denzo's just taken into a league of his own, isn't he? Out in front. Knowlesy, yeah, Knowlesy's under pressure from Siege now as well, so Siege's tyres are probably faster than Knowlesy's are now. Such a shame, as Tango was saying, about his connection problems with... I know it's not his internet, he has... Oh, you did explain to me, I've been explained to you before. The reason he keeps getting kicked is such a shame, though, because he's such a quick racer. I'd love to see him consistently up there. He's got the pace for it as well, and he knows it. Nightwing's got DRS. He's not got much ERS saved up, though, and neither's Cowie, though. Nightwing's going to dive down the outside, and that's really, really attacking from Nightwing there. Is he going to get the move done, or they're going to be side by side? They touch, and Nightwing just gets the move done. It was very, very attacking. They did well not to spin each other there, but Nightwing gets the move. Cowie with that 5-second penalty at the moment to put Rick on the podium, so Nightwing's looking good for P2, and that'd be great to see him finally on the podium, I think for the first time this season, after just 33 points all season. Crooksy is within DRS range of Rick Dalton, then KD falling further back, but he'll take a really nice P6 as it stands. Incredible races. Has been really, really enjoyed this. Been probably one of the cleanest, most exciting races we've seen all season, and it's the finale that we end with. Siege on Knowlesy. This is a battle to be watching. This is the closest battle on the track. Siege gets the DRS. Of course, there's no penalties between these two, so this is for position. And Cowie's got a 3-second time penalty as well, so Cowie could lose. He's not going to be on the podium, is he? Because he's got 8 seconds of penalties now. And we start the final lap then. Knowlesy's under big pressure from Siege. I think Siege is going to take this place back. He's got plenty of ERS saved up. That's what he's really good at. Knowlesy's got none. And there we go. And Knowlesy has to yield to position. Fantastic work from Siege there, but Knowlesy's fighting it back. Siege is on the outside. Oh, he's going to get more traction there. And Siege takes the position, even though he had to dip a tyre into the gravel. Siege takes P7. We're going to go on board with Denzo. Here he is. And going through the end of Sector 1. Into Sector 2, he's only 2 seconds clear of Nightwing, but Nightwing and Cowie have both got penalties anyway. Hasn't had it all his own way, Denzo, today. And the strategy, obviously, early on with that safety car, put a spanner amongst the works, didn't it? But Denzo has been absolutely incredible throughout the season. In fact, I feel like we said the first half of the season it was Siege and Cowie at the top, wasn't it? But Denzo, 6 wins. He took 5 wins in a row in October. He's back on form again. Denzo then comes onto the straight for the final time of the season, and Denzo, he crosses the line and he wins the Netherlands Grand Prix. Our Premier League champion. Nightwing had 6 seconds in the end. Cowie's got his penalties. Where's Rick going to go as he crosses the line? It's third for Rick. Crooksy takes 4th. He couldn't get past Rick in the end. Siege is going to take P6, only just behind Cowie in the end. Knowlesy P7. KD 8th in the end, and he must have picked up a penalty late on where he got passed by Siege and Knowlesy. Oh no, he got a puncture. KD got a puncture on the front left, so he lost positions. If you go on board with KD and see he's got that left front, it has been punctured. Chazza 30. Chazza, how many penalties did he have there? Serious Mushroom takes P9. Chazza P10. Not sure what that was about. Jake the Slayer crosses the line. He takes the P10 from Chazza. I think Chazza's got a penalty to be removed here or something because it's just throwing him down the grid.
Right out, yeah.
Denzo, absolute champion. Nightwing clings onto P2 just from Rick and Crooksy. Crooksy really unlucky there. Great strategy work for Crooksy. I'm sure the game's going to give him driver of the day. Fantastic race that was, guys. Cowie and Siege P5 and 6. Cowie second in the standings. Siege third. Serious Mushroom ends up 4th. Rick Dalton 5th. I'm guessing Crooksy it's going to give driver of the day to. Obviously we do our own. Chazza said, wait, I had no pens. Yeah, if you kicks you out of the session, sometimes it does. I was giving it Serious Mushroom. There we go, he'll be happy with that. Of course he was P20, got to P9 in the end, so that's why the game's given it to him. Yeah, Chazza should be P9. Chazza will be given his P9. He'll be given his 2 points. Falling a moment saying, wow, I got a point. No, you didn't. Good effort anyway, but obviously it pushed Chazza down the grid. It did the same to Crazy Bill yesterday, so we'll take his points off as well.
Right.
Yeah, Chazza got P9.
Are we doing driver interviews, Jake?
We got Denzo, who's put Cross to driver interviews, so not sure if Nightwing will join or not. If anyone in the comments wants to comment saying they want to join for an interview, then they can. That's a fantastic race. I mean, Crooksy's battle with, I think it was Knowlesy, wasn't it? It was an absolutely fantastic switcheroo he did in turn 2. Brilliant battle between them. Knowlesy had a very good race. Solid. KD did really well as well. Had to defend for quite a lot of it. And unlucky to get a puncture in the end and lost a couple of places because of it. He might have actually even got P5 KD after Cowie's 8 seconds of penalties. Yeah, Nightwing got another 3-second penalty. It must have been towards the end, which really put him close to being knocked off the podium. Great to see Nightwing getting that though. Fastest lap goes to Tango, is in 17th. Next season, something else we're doing, you will get the point for fastest lap even if you are outside the top 10. So it's something we're going to change for next season, just to add something to it if you're out with a session or whatever. Fantastic race that was. Really enjoyed that. If Liam was still in the Prem, I would have been safe by 1 point, saying Chazza. Yes, he would have done anyway. So it's Woods that's lucky in the end that Liam Muir's dropping out. I'm not sure if Woods is racing next season or what. I'm not sure he knows what he's doing, to be honest. He doesn't seem to know much. Fantastic race. Really enjoyed it. Dylan saying good race, everyone. Good race, saying Shadows as well. Yeah, Chaz's lag was terrible. Serious Russian was saying, hence the random penalty. Anyway, we're going to end the stream there, and we're going to end the season there as well, unfortunately. Great way to end the season though. Really enjoyed that race. I'm sure Justin enjoyed watching it as well. That's the real reason he crashed. He just wanted to watch it.
Yeah, that's what's a bit of entertainment, isn't it?
But yeah, like we said, tomorrow we're going to get the grid draws up. Then over the next few days we're going to get the awards out for this season too, and then we'll see you all, hopefully some of you, on a Monday the 28th for our 100% qualifying and practice, and then the race the day after, and then of course for next season, which will be Friday the 8th of January, where we'll have the Championship and League One of course, and then the Premier League on the 9th. And this ends an absolutely fantastic season. We had 11 races for League One, 22 each in Championship and Premier League. Actually, we missed one, didn't we, because of a server, but over 50 races we've had this year, and what a fantastic debut season it's been. Oh, we're not going to end it there actually. Nightwing wants an invite for the party. Here we go. We're going to invite Nightwing. We'll speak to him after him getting his P2. It was a fantastic effort, wasn't it? Looking forward to speak to him about that. We'll send him an invite. We'll get to hear from Nightwing then. Give all the awards to Denzo, saying Serious Mushroom. He deserves some awards, doesn't he? After this season he's dominating the title in the end. What a season one for WNR, both championships, same Jake the Slayer. It has been fantastic, hasn't it? Really enjoyed it. What a start it's been. Nightwing joins us in the party. Nightwing, can you make sure your party audio is being shared? We had that yesterday, we're talking away to interviewing people and they couldn't even be heard on the stream. We'll just check we can hear it. No, we can't hear you on the stream, mate. Yeah, just check for your party settings. Not too sure why. Yeah, we can't hear you on the stream. We'll speak to you anyway, though. How was the race, mate? You look really quick round here today. Absolutely, yeah. Congratulations on that. I mean, it was a great P2, as Branfield says there. He's been quite unlucky throughout the season. I think you've only picked up 33 points, which is absolutely no match for the pace you've had, because you've been so quick throughout the season, in qualifying in particular. I was so happy to finally see you, convert it into some decent points. So next season, what's your goals for next season? Yeah, absolutely. So if you can't hear on the stream, you can't see on the stream, so I'll say what he's saying. Yeah, he just said he wants to be closer to the top next season in the standings and obviously have more consistent races like that, which obviously is great to see him. Like I said, we know he's got the pace to do it. Do you like Zandvoort? Is it one of your favourite tracks then, or has it just come together today? So he was just saying that it's not one of his favourite tracks, but he has been practicing the last couple of days and he didn't feel as strong in the races as he was in quali as well, so he's obviously got more pace in the bag, which we know, and we're looking forward to see Nightwing racing next season then. Anyway, thank you very much for joining us for the interview, and to everyone again for watching the stream, thank you so much for everything this season. The league wouldn't exist if it wasn't for the people watching the stream, racing in it as well. It's been absolutely fantastic, and yeah, we will see you all for our event over Christmas, and then see you next season, guys. Thank you very much, and we will see you later.